Yes, yo. What's up, Lagos? And of course, what's up, world? Everybody watching from wherever you're watching. How's it going over there? Out here, it is definitely rainy. It's a very rainy, wet day. And of course, for those of you working from home, I really envy you. But yes, you know what time it is? It is time for some tea. And of course, it's time for Tea Time, where we bring you the biggest stories, in the entertainment world, everything you need to know, and this is perfect weather for this actually, because you can just kick back your feet, relax, and just enjoy the show while we bring you the dopest analysis and dissection of the biggest entertainment story across the globe. I never ever do this alone, people. I always have one special person, that just keeps my energy going. Yes, yo, today I have Elile in the building.
Stop.
What's up, what?
I'm so cold.
Today, cold. Today it's a cold world.
I don't even know what the word is for today, but today, well, it's just starting. So I'm excited to go into the show, maybe to warm me up.
Well, it's a cocoa world. You should have
you
gotten
pack
used
your
to
own
the cold.
heat, right?
Yes, don't you get it? That's the energy. That's the energy right there. Me, I feel like they will still use me for chemistry experiments and all those physics.
What do you mean?
Because my energy is another
it's
level.
Too much, another level.
They won't find out and say, what's the Fahrenheit of this Celsius?
If there is the answer.
Anyways, guys, yes, yo. It is time for tea, and of course, if you want to be part of this tea sipping or tea spilling, you can join the conversation by calling in on 0909-8408-8408. And of course, I repeat, 0909-8408-8408 to share your opinions on trending conversation and of course, entertainment stories. But you know what we bring to you on the show? We bring you the trending, videos, things that you've probably said over the weekend, probably this week, probably last year, But it is what is trending right now. And guys, let's see the first trending video for the day.
Mom, can I $50 to buy a toy?
No. What do you think money grows on trees?
What is money made of?
Paper.
Where does paper come from? Mom, can I $50 to buy a toy?
No. What do you think money grows on trees?
What is money made of?
Paper.
Where does paper come from? Mom, can I...
These kids are kind of too smart for us these days. Like, are you sure you're ready for parenthood? I think I need to go and do my master's before I start the bond.
Why? So they will not overshadow you.
Yes,
Too much questions. Yeah. But kids are naturally like this. They ask so many questions. And that was a very smart question. I mean, it's logic.
Come on.
If you say money doesn't grow on trees, but money is gotten from trees, so you
agree with the little girl, right?
But money doesn't grow on trees.
But do you agree with the little girl?
She has a valid question.
Do you agree with the little girl?
Leave me alone.
Yes or no? Do you agree with this little girl?
Of course, money grows on trees.
Lily, give me 1,000.
We'll go outside. We'll go to that tree here and we'll go and pluck. You pluck as much as you want.
But
don't worry, I'll be on the
trees,
lookout for you.
What's happening with all these farmers that are still broke? I want to be a farmer these days.
If money grows on trees, I wonder what the world would have been like if you could actually just go to the tree in front of your house.
But there are countries you've been and you just feel like money grows in your backyard or something.
Please, when are we going?
To the country?
Yes.
No, that they feel like money grows in your backyard.
I want to feel that feeling.
Like if you're a Nigerian living in Ghana, Ghanaians feel like
money grows.
Like right there, you just do your backyard there.
Must be nice. Must be really nice.
Tell me what happened.
Just go to the back there.
Money day back there, no. That's how they're gonna say it to you, actually. But yes, of course, money doesn't grow on trees. I hope we can explain this to the kids, because
I would have loved to see what the mom would have said. Like, I was waiting to see her answer, but I think it dawned on her that this kid has caught me in a corner. Like, okay, what am I going to say? You say paper. Where's paper gotten from? Trees. Jeez. You've just given her the answer she wanted.
Amazing stuff, anyways. Teach your child in the way that he should follow, and when he grows up, he shall not
stress you.
Anyways, man, let's see the second trending video for the day.
Bad man not touch road, left the machine. When me step out, me say the whole team clean. Shelly whole bar whenever we step in. If you violate, it is a crime scene. Afi bun a spliff in the morning. Give thanks to Father God before the dawning. Bad man not touch road, left the machine. When me step out, me say the whole team clean. Shelly whole bar when whenever we step in. If you violate, it is a crime scene. I feel burn a spliff in the morning. Give thanks to Father God before the dawning.
Alrighty.
That was too soon.
No. But it's an original American song. I remember last night and suddenly I can't remember the real title of that song because it's.
I can't remember the song.
Oh, what? That's a very popular song. But let's forget the song.
I love the refix though.
Yeah,
you call it a refix,
yeah,
right?
we call it a refix or a remix or it's a
love
refix
this
actually.
one.
Because the thing is, you know, you just buy a CD sometimes. You know when CD player was this stuff, eh? I don't buy. You know how many Two-Face album where I don't buy? We sing and Lucky Dube they play. Yes, we living in. We living in this crazy world. And you be like, but the moment the stage just plays, you be like,
you
this
take
is even
it
better.
anyhow you got it
Here
now.
we go. So I think I can relate to this
one.
particular one.
That time when CDs were in the wave, you get this particular movie, and when you open it, you see a Chinese movie.
But you go begin to watch out. You go enjoy the Chinese movie.
My money is not going to go to waste. So what's the girl gonna do?
But at the end of the day, you now enjoy that Chinese movie.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sometimes what I got from this video is like, make the best of all your opportunities. Like every chance you
because
get.
the refix doesn't sound so bad.
What do you want to do? You want to waste your money? You want to break the CD? You want to throw it out?
And
sometimes it's usually better just increase the volume. Can you see the guy was like, oh my god, what did I just get? No, the guy was already like feeling so bad. Then suddenly it was a crazy like okay. Anyways, guys, we went on the trending video for you guys. Let's see that quick.
If you want to look like you're working hard at work, just walk fast everywhere you go. If you want to look like you're working hard at work, just walk fast everywhere you go.
I understand why my employers want to keep me with work. Me, naturally, I work fast. So they feel like, if he has a zeal, you're very passionate. The board of directors are proud of you.
Imagine also the situation where when you come late to work, you just bust in and you don't talk to anybody, you just be walking so fast as if wanting to like
this na new
nobody
trick.
will even tell you anything. No casual of this.
Abi? No, give them on the low. But guys, you guys already know. All right. So, anyways, you know, I have a quick question. I always have something to say from when I listen to the radio.
Okay.
Do you understand? Yes, because these days, you know, we are doing captains. So, yes, now life is easier. I'm telling you that if I have money, I'll probably be this age and never drive my own car.
Why?
Because I like to sit in the back and just be pressing my phone.
Then get a driver?
Yes, now.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean? Like, I'm the type of people think like it's only old men that need drivers. Like, I could be. I think I wanted to drive since I was 25.
Hot, so you would be thinking of driving.
Especially in Lagos. In this Lagos.
Right.
You won't drive yourself.
Only this morning when I was coming to work, I know this morning, when I told you that this morning has just been some sort of way for me. When I was coming to work today, I know the buckles and everything between I had with these drivers, and I wasn't even driving. Imagine when you are driving and all the pressure, all the tension is on you.
That I have full tank in the car, but I'll just use the cab airline service
to save yourself.
To save my sanity, which myself. What have I got to do with this? My own sanity. Like, I just want my head to be correct.
Your mental health.
Do you get what I mean?
Wherever you are going to, you arrive there.
No, you don't wind up. What are you driving there?
You don't sabi drive.
You don't. Then somebody will now call somebody you don't want them to call. You know, you.
And then they will start quarreling.
But you know, in as much as life is hard, but I heard something on the radio this morning because that's where this all came. So there's a lesson from everything. They say, what do you want to be written on your tombstone when you die? Like, what is that one thing that if you could be the one to write it on your tombstone, you write it?
But this question is somehow.
How is it somehow?
I'm trying to think.
Mine would be, are you guys happy now?
I'm finally gone. You are rid of me.
I'm not happy.
I'm thinking of it. I don't even, now that you ask this question, I actually do not know What would I want to write?
On your tombstone, like it's you putting it out there. It's not the one that they say survived by is that this or this something. Like you can actually make your choice.
Hey, here lies star girl Elile.
What's that? Do it again.
Here lies star girl Elile.
Oh shit! Is lady.
What do you mean?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I like here lies. It sounds so.
I'm on my own.
Victoria?
When I don't happy now.
I don't go
I'm
now.
not even doing that. I let me enjoy this smiling.
Say, you are rid of me now. I hope people are happy.
No, that's English. You
like pidgin, this boy.
When I don't happy, or be.
Please stop.
Anyways, guys, yes, it's time for some serious business. Enough of the laughs. And yes, let's move to the first story of the day. And a bill to prescribe sanctions to cross-dressing in Nigeria. Debated at the House Representatives. Essentially, the bill titled "A Bill for an Act to Amend Same-Sex Marriage Prohibition Act 2023 to prohibit cross-dressing and other related matters," sponsored by Muda Lawal Owner, is seeking amendments to the Principal Act. A person shall be deemed to have committed the offense publicly where it's published. Now, this is what they are proposing, one of them. Publicly, notwithstanding that it was committed privately or in any place that would have ordinarily been described as private, provided that this section of this act shall not apply to cross-dressing in the course of a stage play or in a bona fide public entertainment. A person engaged in cross-dressing is guilty of an offense and liable to imprisonment for 6 months to 1 year, and of course 100,000 naira. I think the 100,000 naira is too small.
I think that's 500. I think I saw it was 500,000 naira.
Oh, 500,000.
But why?
Why what?
Why is this? Why are we pressed about cross-dressers?
Okay, so I want to ask, I like that's why this story is actually there, because I want to get your take on the Constitution, what the law states, right? And now sometimes they are publicly broken, and because it's done in other countries, but your Constitution is different, you feel like, okay, yes, the world is more developed. What's your take on homosexuality?
I always go from a religious point of view, based on religion. Wait, no, chill. I'm
Okay,
coming.
let's do religion.
Based on religion, for me, I would say, okay, fine, this is wrong.
Okay, based on the world.
Based on the world, I always tell people this thing: do whatever suits you. It's your choice. I can't tell you how to move with your body or do anything with your body, but if it is not accepted in the place you are.
Do you think homosexuality is morally correct to even start with?
What is morally correct? When you say something is morally correct, what do you mean?
Well, it is what I know and what I've grown with for a while.
And based on what most likely.
That's morals. Morals is what is right.
And
for me, that is what
homosexual is not right. Fornication is right.
Okay, wait. Okay, now you got me.
It's fornication, right?
Because me, I'm the type of person that
we allow a number of things that probably favor us, but we don't look at the other part of things because, we do not subscribe to them. So, they're not proper, they're not right. Because, fornication is a norm in the world at large.
But
it's a normal thing.
It is a more acceptable norm. How
Why?
about that?
But it is not morally correct, and that is the premises of what we are talking
about
right now. But it is
a more acceptable
immoral
act, yeah.
Then people should grow to accept the other one. But I would say this.
It's like how we pity armed robbers that did not touch anybody, but when somebody kills somebody,
people pity armed robbers. People pity armed robbers.
No, we just talk like it's how you can be lenient with someone that
who doesn't
stole,
shoot or something.
with someone that stole. It's all a sin. It's all a crime.
Yeah.
It is all a felony, right? If you commit armed robbery, it is a felony. If you commit murder, it is still a felony. Yeah. Armed robbery is not a misdemeanor. It's not burglary. It's not burgling the house. It's not house breaking and all of that. Do you get what I mean? So it is a felony. But if I could be more lenient with somebody that stole something than somebody that killed somebody.
Why can't you be more lenient with somebody who is fornicating and someone who is a homosexual?
Because the thought of it, the imagination and the reasoning of it is very weird.
It's very weird.
I've been in
You are homophobic.
well, to a very large extent, but because I am woke, Now, wait,
I
let
like
me
the fact that people
yeah,
woke there.
yeah, but because I am woke,
Yeah.
it is acceptable as long as you do not bring it to me.
Okay, that
So I
works.
would accept you
That
for
works.
who
you
you
are, but do not bring it
But
to
do
me.
not bring, especially when I am very clear and upfront with my values, my ideologies, and
And the
all of
things
that.
you
I'm
subscribe
letting you
to.
know. So you are telling me this is who you are,
Yeah.
and I've accepted you. Can you accept me for being straight like a ruler? Do you get what I mean?
We actually have curved rulers, though. We actually have curved rulers.
And that one is for when you want to draw this thing.
No, I'm just telling you
You
that.
know, that one
being
I'm
straight as a ruler
that
is-
one I'm asset ruler now. When you want to draw that triangle thing and that.
Just stop.
That,
But I will actually say this, that Nigeria is a very religious country, right? And I don't think there's any religion that we practice in Nigeria that allows same-sex marriage and all that. Of course, we already know that same-sex marriage is liable to 14 years imprisonment. Not
Do you get?
imprisonment,
Which
not
is
even
why I started
same-sex
with the
marriage,
Constitution.
not even
You
the
remember
marriage,
I started
just
with
the
the
act.
Constitution.
Yeah, it's already like you're already liable to 14 years imprisonment.
It's a criminal
so
offense.
it's a crime. Yeah, it's a crime. So I cannot tell you that I am supporting a crime. But if I am looking towards the possibility of it being normalized, that's cool.
Do you think homosexuality is something that would ever be
Normalized
allowed
in
in
Nigeria.
Nigeria?
People do it these days, and they are all in our faces.
America they had their own religions.
Yeah.
But to date, right, they've lasted longer than, I don't think I would ever see homosexuality
As a normal thing.
as acceptable in
In
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
In my generation, I'll never see it. I can bet it. I don't know about
But
my
I agree with
kids.
you.
I don't know about my children's children. I don't know
All
about,
of
do you get what I mean?
But right now,
But
this
right
present
now, in this
generation, it
present
can never
generation,
be
see, let us be
accepted.
real. It's not going to be accepted. And no matter what you do, let's have 50 Bobriskis.
But now
Let's
look
have
at it from this
50
perspective.
James Brown.
No,
We will
look
not
at it from this
accept it.
perspective. I mean, now leaving homosexuality, lesbianism, and the likes, cross-dressers. Why are we pressed about cross-dressers? We have females
Because
that
it
dress like
encourages,
tomboys.
it encourages homosexuality.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. See,
Have
there
you
are
been-
people
there's
that are
this bank
so
that does
macho.
Fashion Week and Food Week.
Yeah,
You know them,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Now that bank, I can remember there was this day that I went to cover one of those their fashion weeks and all of that, and I'm telling you, like factually, 60% of the men were dressed like women. 60% of the men were telling me, "Hi, hello."
But I have seen macho men,
Yes.
like really macho
It's the
men.
macho men that roll with them. That's the annoying part.
But you see what I'm saying? It is not just about cross-dressers. We have females that dress like boys. That's typical tomboys. I used to dress like a guy when I was in secondary school. But it doesn't mean that
But do you
I
know
am...
the difference?
What's the difference?
When you used to dress like a guy,
Yeah.
there was always a feminine touch. You had your hair.
I was
You
on
had-
low-cut, actually.
You were on low-cut,
I used to wear earrings.
but you used to wear earrings.
And guys wear earrings.
And then look, there's this thing about women that you know if you eye down, you won't flatten your chest. Yeah.
No, but
you know
but
fit.
see, I'm
But you see
being,
all
I'm
these
being
guys,
realistic.
they will now go and add something to that. They want to look like a woman.
I don't know.
If
I
they
don't,
could,
I don't see the big
that's not
deal
cross-dressing.
there.
That's me. You showing me another sexuality you were not born with.
But that's cross-dressing, actually. Who is a cross-dresser? One that dresses,
Dresses.
that a transvestite, one that dresses
Not looks like a woman.
One that dresses like the opposite
But basically, he
sex.
has breast. He has.
He doesn't, and we know all of this.
Yes, but
doesn't-
why
he
does
puts
it?
it-
That is
see,
not
what-
a cross.
they say whatever is worth doing
Who
is
would
worth
I
doing
call
well.
a drag? Do you what drag queens?
Yes.
Yeah, you used to watch drag
Yeah.
queens, right? And I don't think I've seen more than an episode or 2 or 3. But you know, from what I see from there, drag queens do not go the extra mile to pad up the extra way. No, they do. They actually do. But you see, it is limited
Is it?
to a few people.
Is it? I do
Drag
not
queens
think.
are drag queens, sha.
Right, it's the same. No matter how you look
But-
at it, it's the same thing.
But-
These people are just dressing the way they want. It doesn't mean that they are
Okay, so
homosexuals.
let's bring it back home, right? Would you let your 10-year-old child just comes on one day, a boy, and like, "Mommy, can you call me Jasmine?" And then he has done makeup, he has used all your makeup, and he did it perfectly.
I can only hold that child for so long, Did you realize that? I can only keep that
I'm
child
asking about
in
your
check.
feeling. I'm not
Yeah.
asking you about what you do. How would you
Personally,
feel?
like I have told you, personally, I would not subscribe to it. But one thing you should know
You
is
go
that
beat Sam.
okay, I
You
tell
go
people this
beat
thing. No,
Sam.
chill. I tell people this thing. Violence,
No, they
when
change.
it doesn't change anything. It does. The most it will do is make that child hide from you or make that child get used to it. There are better ways to correct
Well,
children.
in as much as we don't want to subscribe to most of these things, my own take is that there's a place for everything you want to do. Do you
So
understand?
you're in support of the bill then?
What?
Are you in support of the bill?
Well, I'm Switzerland on it.
Okay.
I'm very Switzerland.
Okay.
And that's because I'm woke.
That makes
That's
sense.
because I'm woke.
But one thing we should know is that
But-
it's a crime in Nigeria, and until then,
Do you understand? There are
keep it in
countries to
check.
these things like leave. Look at there's a politician's son who's gay. The boy
Yeah.
does not live in Nigeria.
Yeah.
He's living his
Yeah.
best life.
Yeah.
Do you get what I
So
mean?
you go where you're accepted.
You
But
go where you're
at the same
accepted.
time, they want to be accepted right here in their home.
Well, I wouldn't, because I feel like it's exposure to little kids, and we should let these kids have options. At the same time, let them have options, but not negative options. It's like when you are beginning to put into career day in school, armed
And you're
robbery.
forcing- are you
You're not beginning to put
serious? Are
armed
you
robbery
serious?
as career day
Are you
option.
serious? You're
Like
kidding.
when other kids come as doctor, let another child come
You
with
come with your
gun
mask and your gun.
and say that's what you are beginning to do when you allow these things
yeah,
happen. You are
yeah,
beginning to
yeah.
put negative options
But
in
you
positive
know that
slots.
sooner rather than later, we are in a very digitalized world. You know that you can only hold these children for so long, and that's what I am saying. You train up a child in the way you should go, and hopefully,
But this
when the
question
child
out
is
here
old.
now is for the men.
okay.
We talked about men on men, but why do they find it convenient when it's women on women?
What's the word? Hypocrites. What is good for
Like
the goose?
that's a question. So
What
in
is
case
good
you
for
want
the
to wage
goose?
in on that, you know what number to dial. I'm sure
Yep.
it's going to show on the screen. In case you want to wage in on that, why we feel, same sex is cool with the sex, but it's not cool with
with
our
other
sex.
sex.
Do you get what I mean? So yes, let's talk about that. And of course, man, big shout out to the Nigerian, legislative arm. Yes.